Good morning. Today was going to be a video on fixing the wiper motor on the P38. They packed up a few days ago. Obviously it's been nice here at the moment, so it hasn't been a problem. So I thought today I'd show you stripping out the wiper motor. But that didn't quite go to plan, because I thought I'd just double check a couple of bits first, and all I did was open the fuse cover, touch the wiper motor relay, and Bob's your uncle. So we ain't doing that today, obviously. But I don't have a horn. Behave yourselves. That stopped working. Not at the same time, but a few days before. And as I'm a courteous and nice driver, I haven't really used the horn, but I thought, well, we better have a look and see if we can fix that. So today, the first job is getting the horn back. I've no idea where the horns are. I presume they're probably behind the grille, so we'll start by taking that off. I've had a little look underneath the bumper and I can't see them, so I'll get the grille off first and go from there. So there we go. 4 screws on the top, 2 screws in the side. Looks like we've got old spotlight wire in here. And there's the horn there. Come out. Not very easy to get to. I wonder whether we've got to take the headlight out as well. Can't get to it from that side. You don't get to the headlight out either, so that side is just as awkward probably. Oh no, we can get to this one pretty easy. Right, so first things first is to try a spare. So we got a spare one off another car. Plug it in. Plugged in. Now we're going to need to earth it. That's the earth. Right, let's give that a whirl. No, that didn't work, so it's hopefully not the horn, but we'll just double check that. So, got a bit of wire off a scrap car for the horn. So we'll plug that in and test the original one. That's plugged in. Right, we want live to it, and then earth. So the original horn's working, so it's obviously the wiring to the horn. Next, right, so put the grill back on because obviously the horns are fine, so don't need to worry about those. So the next thing is to open the fuse box, pull out the horn relay, and we'll bridge it and see whether the wiring from here to the horn works. So, in the live, there, and then into, carefully, into the live from the relay to the horns. Yeah. So the wiring from the relay box to the horns is fine. So now we need to test the relay itself. So I tried another relay, nothing. So that tells me that it's got to be the steering wheel squib with the connectors on there. So that's the next bit to check. Okay, so I was conscious not to bore you by taking ages to strip all this out, so I've pulled the plate down here from the dash, undone the ignition cowling. All the wiring seems to be intact to the coupler. Everything seems normal. So I'm only guessing it's something to do with the rotary coupling or the earth on the horn switch. So that's where we're going to look next. Okay, so there's 4 Torx bolts holding the airbag onto the steering wheel, T30s. Now the official word, obviously, anyone who's been involved with cars, that you should disconnect the battery and leave it for a good 10-15 minutes at least before you start unplugging airbags. Now I don't want to do that because I don't want to end up with EKA code lockout, which is an immobiliser thing. You've got to input the code, and if you get it wrong you've got to wait half an hour and blah blah blah. So I'm not going to unplug the airbag. I'm just going to undo it, pull it out without unplugging it, and just check to see if there's anything obvious in there before I go any further. Obviously if I do need to start taking the coupler off, then I will have to disconnect the battery, etc. So at the moment, at my own risk, so this could go seriously wrong, or it'll be fine. So if you end up doing this, advice is to disconnect the battery, but I'm not sure I'm that sensible. So here goes nothing. Oh, lent on me bloody thing. Right, so the airbag is up, and that's what you can see. Horn switches are here. So one would presume that they would earth out and set the horn off, which they're obviously not doing. So there's either a coupling issue somewhere, or there is an earthing problem. So we shall continue. So the next test is to actually earth. The way the horn works, the horn is on a switched earth. So the relays get supplied permanent live, and when you press the horn switch, it earths out and sets the horn off. So to test for that, we earth out the relay directly. So all we do, get a bit of wire on the earth terminal of the relay, push it into the connector slightly. So if this goes off, we know that it's a wiring fault further back. So that's in, earth. There you go, the relay's clicking. So if I just put the ignition on, there you go. So it's definitely a wiring between the relay and the steering wheel. So we need to get the wiring diagrams now and see if we can trace it back. But what I am going to do first is just take the fuse box, undo the fuse box, and see if I can see what colour wires on the back of the switched earth, and see if that helps. Instead of finding the diagram, it might save me a trouble if the one here matches up with that one under the steering wheel. So that's there, and no. it's all pretty. Looks like it would be quite a job to take apart. So we'll leave that, and we'll see if we can find the wiring diagrams on the Tinternet. So another test. If I run live, if I run a circuit tester to the earth coming out of the steering wheel, press the button, there you go. So that tells me the horn switch is working, so it's between the coupler and the relay. Here we go. So the next test, just to make sure, I've run a bit of wire into the earth of the relay like we did before when we tested it directly. So if we test it with a steering wheel switch, so I'll just feed that into that one that we tested. There we go. So it seems that the airbag, so the steering wheel switch is working. It seems that the coupler connection's working, because this plug comes out the back of the coupler. So it's between the coupler and the relay for definite. Now, trying to chase that wire back is going to be a bit of a mare, so I won't bore you with it. Hopefully I'll come back when I found it. So quick update. We've got purple and black, or purple with black trace here coming out into the loom. We've found a purple with black trace down here in the footwell, but doing a continuity test between that and that, we get nothing. So either there's a break there, or it's not the same purple and black. And what else? We've checked. What else we checked? We've checked the continuity between there and the negative of the relay, and that don't match either. So I'm guessing that purple and black isn't the same one. So I'll continue trying to find the right one. So I tried to find that wire, running continuity tests between various wires. No, couldn't find it. So the ultimate bodgery, I'm afraid, I had to run a new wire from the coupler straight to the relay. All behind the dash, all done properly so you can't see it. But yeah, not the ideal result, but there's only so much you can pull apart without going really deep into it, and I weren't going to start taking dashboards out and looking for looms. So we now have wipers and we now have a horn. So 75% success, I suppose. So that'll be it for that little bodgery of today. No doubt there'll be more to do on this. I've got steering arms to do, brakes to do, so I've got a bit of a squeak. So yeah, be more on this soon.